Good morning, McLean. I'm Karina.
And I'm Artemis. Hey Karina, is there something special about this week?
I believe there is. Let's get going with WMHS News to find out. Highlanders, in case you live under the rock, next week is the end of the second quarter. Next Wednesday, January 25th, will be an early release day, while next Thursday, January 26th, and Friday, January 27th, will be staff development days, so students can stay at home and rest and recharge over the long weekend. Before that comes, students should make sure to check with their teachers to check in on their progress in class, turn in any missing assignments, and make a plan for the second semester of the school year. Now let's go to Henry to tell us more about this weekend's sports.
It's game day, Highlanders. Boys freshman, JV, and varsity basketball all play tonight at home in the lower gym. Freshman plays at 4:30, JV plays at 5:45, and varsity plays at 7:30. Girls freshman, JV, and varsity basketball all play as well, but at Marshall. Remember to wear your Hawaiian shirts and leis for the Hawaii out tonight. That's it for sports. Now back to your anchors.
Thanks, Henry. The testing center has a busy week coming up. Because of the 2-hour early release and the shortened bell schedule, you can only make appointments at the testing center for next Wednesday by emailing Ms. Bruins or going in person. Students will still be able to make up tests every day next week after school in the library. Starting next semester, you will only be able to reschedule appointments in person. If you don't show up to your appointments, then you'd have to reschedule it online. Your new appointments will be deleted. You must reschedule in person. Be on time, especially for after-school appointments, which end at 4:30. And remember that you must have a pass for all appointments during the school day.
The Astronomy Club and classes will be holding a skywatch today during 6th period lunches in the cafeteria courtyard. Since it'll be in the middle of the afternoon, the only thing they'll be looking at is the sun. But it's an interesting time to look at the sun because sunspot activity is increasing and there's a huge sunspot directly facing us. If you don't know what we're talking about, then that's all the more reason why you should go join the Astronomy Club today during your lunch.
Next Tuesday after school, there will be a Latin Club meeting in Mod 2. This club will discuss the end of the second quarter over snacks and Roman mythology. There may be some gladiator fights and some earlier Lupercalia celebrations too. So make sure not to miss the chance to learn about ancient Roman culture.
If you're hoping to start off the second semester on the right foot, join the discussion on drugs and alcohol and more importantly, how you can stay healthy. The Fairfax County Police Department and Community Services Board are holding a presentation on January 30th in the lecture hall from 6 to 8 p.m. about youth substance use and prevention. The presentation will teach students and families how to combat rising drug use rates and everything students need to consider to say no.
Hey Karina, I'm sure you've heard about some of the big changes that are happening around school.
Like what?
Well, for example, changes to senior privileges. Let's go to Cece to tell us what's going on.
On January 5th, McLean administration implemented new policies around the school in response to the high levels of tardiness. One of these new policies revoked the senior privilege to leave school 5 minutes early.
And then that was not being done correctly. There was non-seniors going, and then it was not becoming 2:50. It was slowly becoming earlier. And so the policy, we removed that.
It was unfortunate, but I think it was necessary. I think that that last 10 minutes of class can be precious.
I think Dr. Riley put these in place to help with tardiness for class in school, but since this is at the end of the day, it doesn't really do anything as an incentive for people who are trying to be on time and stuff.
I'm all for giving the seniors some special privileges. I think they've earned it, but I think there were too many of them who were a bit enabled about it and kind of felt like they could use it however they wanted instead of how it was meant.
Well, since it's at the end of the day, it usually tacks on 10 minutes in waiting in traffic to get out of school, so it's really inconvenient at the end of the day when I'm trying to leave.
You know, I think that school ends at 2:55, so I think hopefully we'll see that, you know, teachers are able to continue their lesson and they feel good. You know, some of the most important things happen at the end as you're closing up the lesson, so hopefully we'll be able to get some more consistency back. We had a trial last week of having seniors do it on Friday, and that went really well, so I think that's something that we're going to continue.
Signing off for WMHS News, this is Cecilia Harmon, Artemis Safai, and Zach Jones.
We'll keep you updated on any new changes or reversals to the new Highlander time and senior policies. This may be after the new quarter starts, but you can never start planning for Valentine's Day too early. One way for you to celebrate, whether you have a Valentine or not, is to come to the Tartan Valentine's Day reading night. The reading night will not be on Valentine's Day, but on February 15th, right after school. It's the perfect chance for spirit with sonnets, chocolates, and lots of Highlander love. The entrance fee is $5, and students and teachers are welcome. If you want to submit your own writing or art to get NEHS and NEHS service hours, submit at the link below. Hey Cece, what's the weekend weather looking like?
The upcoming weekend's looking pretty gloomy. Today is mostly sunny with a high of 49 and a low of 34. Going into the weekend, tomorrow is partly cloudy with a high in the mid-40s. Sunday it will start to rain, and that rain will stick around through Monday. But it will pick up on Tuesday with some sun and a high of 50s. Make sure to bundle up, Highlanders. That's it for your weather. Now back to your anchors.
Well, I'll be curling up with a good movie over the weekend. At least the last week of the quarter is supposed to be in the 50s.
If you'd like to submit an announcement, fill out the form at the link below and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates and activities.
Have a fun Friday, McLean.